Okay, so we're in Yaakov, Berachot. This section is called Combining Torah Study with Earning a Livelihood. So it says, the rabbis have taught in a Braita, you will gather in your grain, Deuteronomy 11:14. What does the Torah want to teach us? By mentioning the gathering of grain, since it says, let not this book of the Torah cease from your lips, Joshua 1:8. So I might think that this is to be taken literally, and a person is not allowed to do anything but learn Torah. But that's why it says, you will gather in your grain, which implies that you should combine Torah study with earning a livelihood. So says Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai says, is it possible if a person plows in the plowing season, sows in the sowing season, reaps in the harvest season, threshes in the threshing season, and winnows when the wind blows, what is to become of Torah? When will we find time to learn Torah? Impossible. When the Jewish people are doing God's will, their work is done by others. As it says, strangers shall stand and feed your sheep. Aliens shall be your plowmen and vine trimmers, Isaiah 61 verse 5. And when the Jewish people are not doing God's will, they will have to do their work themselves, as it says, and you will gather in your grain. Not only that, but they will have to do the work of others, as it says, you shall have to serve your enemy, Deuteronomy 28:48. So said Abaye, there were many who did as Rabbi Yishmael, combining Torah study with a worldly occupation, and were successful. Others tried to emulate Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, devoting themselves to Torah study exclusively, and were not successful. The Gemara offers an illustration. Rava said to the disciples, I beg of you, don't show up in the yeshiva during the months of Nisan and Tishrei, Nisan being the season of the grain harvest, and Tishrei the season for pressing grapes and olives. So that you should not be busy earning a livelihood for the entire year. So work hard during those 2 months so that you'll be free to study Torah the rest of the year. So Rabbi Bar Bachana said in the name of Rabbi Yochanan, quoting Rabbi Yehuda Bar Eli, look what a difference there is between the earlier and the latter generations. The earlier generations who made Torah study their steady occupation and did mundane work on an on and off basis were successful in both. The latter generations who worked on a steady basis and studied Torah by fits and starts were not successful at either. So Rabbi Yehuda said in the name of Rav, you are forbidden to eat anything before you feed your animals, because it says, I will provide grass in your field for your cattle. And then it says, and you will eat and be satisfied, Deuteronomy 11:15.